Hello everyone, and welcome to the second Train Sim World pack review. This week, we're going to cover Boston Sprinter. As with last week's episode, the structure of this video is as follows. Information, route rated out of 15 points, rolling stock out of 10 points, and realism out of 5, for a total of 30 possible points. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I respond to all of them. Boston Sprinter is a complex and bustling, high-speed, passenger-only line at Associated Spurs, located in the northeast United States, from Boston's South Station in Massachusetts to Providence in nearby Rhode Island State, along Amtrak's electrified Northeast Corridor. Set in the modern day, the route features the F40PH-3 and the CTC3 cab control car, as well as the ACS-64, with one upcoming DLC being the Amtrak Acela Express. Some CSX locomotives and wagons can layer into yards by the side of the route, but their lack of the necessary safety equipment means they have no timetabled services. They do, however, all have running engines, and thus can be used for switching, provided one does not trip past a signal at danger, derail, or leave the map. It is a unique map for the game, with nothing really like it before or after. Boston Sprinter is about 50 miles long, spread along two main branches. One is Amtrak's triple and double-tracked electrified main line between Boston and Providence, served by fast Amtrak loco-hauled trains at anything up to 125 miles an hour, and slower commuter MBTA diesel-hauled trains. The other is the Stoughton branch, leaving the main line at Canton Junction. This line is only served by MBTA trains and is singled and unelectrified. Also included is the large Southampton Street Yard immediately south of Boston South Station. There are 15 stations along the route, and the complex operations the route provides creates a very engaging feel. Altogether, the route sustains 186 drivable services through timetable mode, with many more not listed as drivable in the timetable selection menu. As such, I award the route a 13 out of 15, with the only slight issues being the lack of any significant physical features on the route, such as landmarks or historical monuments. The rolling stock diversity provided with this add-on is adequate, featuring 3 new driving positions: the Amtrak ACS-64 electric locomotive, the diesel MBTA F40PH-3, and the MBTA CTC3 cab control car. These 3 driving vehicles combine to form 2 train sets: the Amtrak Northeast Regional lash-ups with the ACS-64 and Amfleet coaches in tow, and the MBTA commuter rail lash-ups with the F40 on the south side and the cab car on the north side, with coaches in between. The rolling stock features allowed for great variety in the driving experience, with Amtrak trains running high speed for much of the route and calling at limited stations. Commuter trains run at slower speeds, sometimes reaching 90 miles an hour, frequently stopping. It takes a long time to get in-depth traction experience and develop full route knowledge, making driving trains on this route incredibly fun. Additionally, the highly requested and currently upcoming Acela Express high-speed train add-on will further expand the driving experience, adding the opportunity to drive the fastest train in the Americas at anything up to 150 miles per hour. I have a much more in-depth video on this unit, so be sure to check that out in the linked video card. In summary, the great variety from release and continued expansion of driving opportunities allows for great enjoyment when driving. Thus, I give the rolling stock an 8 out of 10. The realism of this route, by which I mean the replication of real life to simulator in modelling, physics and safety systems etc. is average. Physics and modelling are on the whole at a satisfactory level, with the route featuring new additions like dynamic level crossing activations. One large drawback has been the slight failure of the ATC and access signalling systems that has led to many services being impossible to complete timetable, as much of any journey would be spent crawling along under ATC 20 mph restrictions. This is however due to change in a future update which will add volumetric skies, the new Train Sim World 3 lighting engine, and huge updates to the signalling systems driven by Cactus Juice, a community member working alongside Dovetail Games to deliver these upgrades. Once the upgrades are released, the driving experience will increase significantly and make driving under ATC a much more pleasant experience. This will therefore increase realism, and as such I award the add-on a notional 4 out of 5. The points I have awarded to this pack amount to 25 out of 30, meaning this route is a good choice for any player who wants to get an insight into the US marketplace before diving further in. There are still places the route could improve on, but it is overall a solid choice. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it or found it useful in some way, and if you have, please consider subscribing. I'm working on more of these videos as well as other more regular content. If you believe I have made any oversights in my comments, please let me know below.